What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Playoffs are knocking on the door next week. This is the last week of the regular season. Usually there's a big comprehensive update for me in written form. I'll just briefly tell you why that is. Everyone who is the top 6 teams have clinched a playoff spot, and everyone else has clinched not being in the playoffs. There's a few things breaking down seeds here and there, so I'll get into that in a second, but I guess I jinxed everything. I thought everyone was close enough. I thought it was going to heat up in terms of really testing my my patience of writing some long scenarios, but it really sort of sorted itself out pretty quickly. So without further ado, let's see the 6 folks that are in. Let's see the scenarios for those 6 now in the playoff preview. It's time for the playoff preview because the playoffs are already decided, so it's playoff preview. Playoff scenarios! Alright, so here's the deal. Securing the number 1 overall spot at this particular juncture, no surprise, Nightdale Wolfpack, he's locked in. Now, the number 2 seed is actually interesting. Because of what's going on over in the Mummy Sleepers division, it's possible that that whole tie business could essentially knock or either help or hurt Zip Zap Rap or Legends Never Die. So if Christian pulls it out today, which it looks like he is projected to, they'll move into a tie. The winner of that division will likely be... Daddy. 1 second, hold on.
Daddy.
Yes? So I'm told, yes, from Winston, that actually Legends Never Die would win that tiebreaker if he wins. So he would be undefeated in the division. He would be 3-0-1 in the division, while Zip Zap Rap would have 2 losses there. So if that happens, that team moves essentially, it cannot achieve 8-win status, which is what you would need to secure the number 2 seed in a bye. So that's really up to the Fantasy Buttholes and the Wet Bandits. So if the Fantasy Buttholes lose and Wet Bandits win and pull into a tie, Wet Bandits would win that tiebreaker and thus get that number 2 seed. But if the Fantasy Buttholes merely move on and secure the victory, then they will move into that number 2 spot. Again, the Wet Bandits falling far from grace, a team that started 7-1, essentially has lost 5 straight, or 4 straight, I should say. Really reeling, personally. Talked to his owner. But that's pretty much the scenarios there. Dick Flair, he's into the playoffs, as is, as I've mentioned, Zip Zap Rap and Legends Never Die. Otherwise, it's pretty boring, So I don't know if this is an indictment on the new format, but those are your playoff scenarios, and that's pretty much all we can scenario. So that's about it. So not that exciting. And I just want to send a special shout out to some folks who paid this week. Kerner, thanks for your transmission. Via Kathy there, thanks from D-Tomp. Others as well. John Michael, thanks for reminding me that you did pay. So if you haven't done it, pay me when you get a chance. But otherwise, good luck this weekend, and otherwise I'll see you next week for the playoffs.